Let's assume you already have a product to sell. The fundamental question is one of price. Determining the correct price for a product on Amazon is a delicate balance. You must consider the platform's fees, the cost of returns, and the competition within the buy box. In order not to trade at a loss, you need a calculation. We have prepared a simple table template. You can get this ready-to-use spreadsheet using links in a description or compose something similar yourself. In the gray fields, enter the initial data. Purchase VAT. If the product is imported, it may differ from the retail price. Sales VAT. If required for the country of sale, approximate percentage of shipping and storage costs from the purchase price. Amazon referral fees. Amazon FBA fees for one average unit. Must include delivery to warehouse and logistics from warehouse to buyer. Percentage of returns unsuitable for further sale. Costs of processing and packaging the product, and the desired profit margin. A couple of comments. Usually, the issue of customer returns is delicately omitted by various online coaches, but it will give you a lot of headaches. While customer-friendly, the overly lenient Amazon return policy often leaves sellers at a disadvantage, with a high return percentage eating into profits. Statistics show gigantic and growing volumes of returns, the percentage of which fluctuates from 5 to 40, depending on the category. Most returned goods are unsuitable for further resale. Here are samples from our warehouse. One of the ways to automatically check buyers for reliability and propensity for returns and fraud is TreeTalk Credenza. Link in description. This useful tool helps to store order data in a GDPR-compliant manner and checks buyer ratings in a semi-automated mode using both local and crowdsourced databases. If you already use this software, the refund rate may be reduced, but we still have to consider it because a return is not just a loss of revenue on the product, it is also a loss in storage and delivery back and forth from the buyer and with the FBA scheme, also to the Amazon warehouse and back to you. Therefore, we must take this into account. As for the profit margin, it may seem big to some, but later you will understand why you should not set it too modestly. In the table itself, we enter the purchase price and, if necessary, the exchange rate if the purchase currency differs from the sale currency. White fields will be calculated automatically based on the entered data. The No Profit FBM price column calculates the minimum price for selling without profit using the FBM scheme. Fulfillment by merchant, i.e. with your logistics. The FBM price column calculates the acceptable price for selling using the FBM scheme, and the FBA price column calculates the acceptable price for selling using the FBA scheme. Fulfillment by Amazon, that is from a warehouse and with Amazon Logistics. Here are the first results. We see that a product purchased at a price of $50 or more should be sold at 3 times the price, and a cheap product at least 4 times the price. The calculation formulas for expensive and cheap products have different empirical coefficients. When calculating for your product, just copy the corresponding line. Now we have a minimum price. However, reality may make adjustments. Study buy box and competitors' offers. If their prices are higher, great, enter your final price in the last 2 columns and mark it green. However, the price of competitors or Amazon itself for the same or similar product may be lower than the calculated one. If the product has already been purchased, you'll be forced to lower the price. It's good if it still allows you to make money. Amazon's own competition in the buy box can be particularly disheartening, as the platform often prioritizes its products or those of larger sellers, making it difficult for smaller businesses to get a fair share of visibility. To check the business model, we have 2 reverse check tabs. We transfer the values from the first table or adjusted figures to the initial dated section. In the gray price field, we indicate the real selling price. And we get unit economics for your product in real money. So, when selling a product on Amazon, bought for €100 for €310, you will receive about €38 of them, roughly 12%. Is there an error here? No, everything is correct. The control figure of 37.8% shows a marginality close to the specified one. What's the trick? It should be taken into account that you indicated the desired marginality from the purchase price, 100 euros, and Amazon and the state take their commissions from the selling price, 310 euros. As a result, Amazon is the main beneficiary of your activity, having 70 euros or more than 22% of the pie. The state is not far behind, having 22% in the form of VAT. You will pay other taxes from your share later. The pie chart is built automatically and clearly shows the revenue shares. But back to our unit economics. There's nothing we can do about government bureaucracy at the moment. Still, a reasonable question is, what if, instead of giving Amazon the lion's share of the revenue, we sell the goods in our own online store, for example? Just memorize this idea. We will return to this later, but for now, the second tab, reverse check. It contains the calculation of unit economics for a cheaper product. Let's see. To make a profit, we sell the product almost 5 times more expensive than the purchase price, for 44 euros. Of this, you will receive less than 4 euros, about 8%. Conversely, Amazon has more on the cheap product, 38%. But what if competition forces you to lower the price? Let's see. Trouble. At a price of 40 euros per unit, your share of the pie will decrease dramatically to 3%. And at a price of 38 euros, your revenue will fall to 0. At the same time, the state will still get its wag. And Amazon's share will even increase.
Wow.
Do you like our spreadsheet? You can buy it right now by paying securely with the Stripe QR code on the screen. Or you can get it for free by subscribing to our partner's news, Tree Talk Credenza. Okay, let's put the price back in place so the math is not so scary. But if you think that since you are in profit, you can live happily on your couple of bucks, I have to disappoint you.